Welcome to Finding the Voices. Welcoming you to yet another episode of 1001 Thagatchari, a gratitude project for Manipur. Today, we have a very special guest joining us from Russia. Yes, you heard it. Joining us from Russia, we have a medical student, Nameirakpam Malemnganba Meitei, and I'm going to bring him right away so that he can share about gratitude and talk about himself, and we'll hear more about his expression. All right, welcome Nameirakpam Malemnganba Meitei. Your name is so beautiful. Your parents have chosen it very well.
Thank you, Monica.
How are you?
I'm good, Monica. I feel so excited. I feel so nervous. For the first time, I saw Monica.
To start the show, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Monica. I am Malemnganba from Achanmie Owanglaikai, and I am medical student of Russia Stavropol Medical University. Now I am in the middle of the third year. Yeah, that's all about my information.
Okay, so tell me, how did you land up in Russia?
At first, when I was at 9th standard, one of my cousin, he studied MBBS at this university, what I'm studying right now. So he finished, he graduated from here. So my mother liked to study MBBS outside outside India. So I like to follow my mother's dreams. So I selected, okay, mom, I like to study abroad. So I already told to my mom that I want to study medicine MBBS at the place where my cousin studied. So I follow the cousin part, and yeah, he did a lot of stuff about admissions and submissions, visa, passport, all the stuff. So I get admissions through my brother.
Wow, yeah, I was very surprised when I saw that, you're studying in Russia. So is there a lot of Manipuris there, or?
At here, for our university, in the state of Stavropol, there is only one medical university. So at here, there is only 5 Manipuri students. So I heard that at another state of Russia, like Volgorod and like Moscow, there are a lot of Manipuri students. So at here, it is only 5. And one of my friends told that at their university, they have like 200 or 150, around like that.
In Russia?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No, that's so amazing, because I know that I'm so happy that many of the students are following our show. And when I ask them, where are you listening from, it's amazing to hear that, there are a lot of people studying in Russia. And I did hear at one time from a group of people who are studying in China.
Yeah, there are also a lot of people who study at China and Bangladesh also there. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you cope up with the language there?
It is very difficult to cope up because they don't know, many local people didn't know English at all. They don't know English at all. And only the teacher who teach us, they know English. And yeah, it is very difficult to cope up. And learning Russian language also, it is very new to us, because when I was at home, I don't know anything about Russian language. So when I came here, I was very surprised, and I thought that why, if it is any like basic information which we can get from Manipur about Russian language, then it will more benefit to us. So at first year and second year, we feel a lot of difficult of language problem. And now, yeah, it is a little bit recover, but not at all. That's not at all.
Okay, but the medium of teaching is in English, but your challenge is more when you go out and you try to explore and mingle in Russia.
Yeah, medium is in English medium, and when I try patient, so we need to use Russian language. So we need to learn Russian language as soon as possible.
Got it, got it. Because when you are like, in the field and you have to interact with the patients, then you definitely need to know how to speak in Russian.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So did you pick up some at least?
Still now, not yet, because at third year, they don't allow us to meet with patient because there will be some language problem like that. So yeah, we meet patients like just for looking the patients and not for communication.
Okay, got it, got it. All right. So about your family back in Manipur, do you miss that?
Yeah, I do a lot because since now I was stayed here like 2.5 years, so I went home only once, so I feel miss a lot.
You said you really miss them.
Yeah.
And you have gone to Manipur only once after you started your medical school over there.
Yeah.
So how do you communicate? You call them and talk to them over the phone?
Yeah, I used to talk with my mom, with my father, with my brother, sister through cell phone, like WhatsApp, video call, IMO, and so on. And sometimes when I need it for emergency call, there is a international chip called Lightboy. So we use that application. So it is very easy nowadays because technology is very high.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. All right. So thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your life and what you do. And I'm really excited that, you are in the field of medical science, in the field of saving lives. And, I wish you all the best in your studies.
Thank you.
All right. So let's start with our project. To start our project, the first question is share about gratitude for the people around you.
At first, I selected my mom as my gratitude persons around me because she helped me a lot in terms of study, in terms of doing anything like whether it is bad or whether it is good. She always support me, and I also didn't hurt my mom, and I keep trusting level of my mom. So and
so is this picture? So this is the picture, right?
Yeah.
The left.
Left is my sister.
Okay.
And right one is my mother. So she's my mother, and she's back in India. She said Asami only ke.
Okay. Yeah, I think the left and right is kind of mirror aligned because of the way we see it. So the one with the fee is your mother.
Yeah. Pink one.
Right, and then the pink one, and the one wearing fanek, the green fanek is your sister.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me about your mother.
My mother, she used to give advice to us, like what should we do and what should we don't do, and she asked me to do what you like, and she never asked to do what is false, and she also allowed me to do what she thinks as wrong, because I also like that because I want to take experience from that part, and I like to chase the part which my mother will be happy. So she's currently now working as a making I don't know how can I say in English, but Nimki. We pronounce Nimki like King Bone Donut. So she's making for the local people, and sometimes from the main bazaar. So they like my mother Nimki so much.
Okay. So she makes it at home, and then you kind of wholesale it in the market to some contact.
Yeah. So my mother didn't do as a big stuff, but she did little light small, because she didn't have many people to arrange that stuff. So yeah, she did that.
So how does she make it? Like she makes it at home?
Yeah, she make it at home and she go for delivery. Like might be from at local or at bazaar, whatever. When she got the order.
Okay. Okay. So when you say Nimki means watin gi type natraga watin.
Manim. Watin magtinate ama rect
triangular shape oibudo.
The
Okay, okay. But she doesn't make it every day, you are saying. She makes it only when she gets a order.
Yep, but she has a lot of orders, so she have to make every day after dinner. So she used to make Nimki up to very late, like 12 p.m. like that, 12 a.m. like that. Whenever she finished making Nimki, she called me like, "How are you? Like, what did you eat today?" Like that, and I was also talking with mom, and yeah, it's very good.
Okay, so how many Nimki does she make every day, just on an average?
Might be around 20 kg, 25 kg like that.
Okay, okay. And how much is one Nimki?
When my mom told me that she can't make all the people who are ordered at her, so she did it like wait for 1 day, wait for 2 days, wait for 3 days, I'll make it like that. She arranged all stuff like that.
Okay. No, so what I was asking was, what is the cost of one Nimki?
She sold per kg, so I didn't know about that.
You should ask your mom. No, because what I'm amazed is, you know, she's working really hard and she's working for you and for your sister. And did you say how many siblings you have?
I have 3 siblings, two sisters and 1 brother.
Okay, and which number?
Totally we are 4.
Okay, so are you the eldest?
Yeah, I'm the eldest one.
Ah, so so much responsibility you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eldest generally somehow ends up with a lot of responsibility, both you know, mentally too, because I'm sure your parents look forward to you to completing your education and being, you know, the role model for your family. And yeah. So what about your father?
My father did one government job at Thagatchari.
What is he working as?
Is like a teacher of how to paint the furniture and how to color the clothes, and teaching the students like how to color the clothes, how to painting the furniture stuff like that.
Okay, got it. So he goes to a place in Thaubal and he teaches people to color furnitures and clothes too.
Yeah.
So he's the kind of dyeing clothes and okay, got it.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm so happy that you are speaking out about your family, sharing with us, because I think it's you know, really important for all of us to know where we come from, right? And that is our inspiration. I remember when I was studying engineering, I used to love watching movie. And I would go for a movie and I would come back and I'll remember my father and my mother. And I lock the door and then I study like, you know, late night. So knowing our roots, knowing where we come from, knowing how much of hard work our parents have put, you know, for you to be there studying in Russia, it's such a great opportunity. You know, it's remembering about them, remembering about their hard work, remembering of how they are earning the money for you to study. I think that is a great source of inspiration from me, and I get that, sensing from how you're speaking. I know that you get it, right?
Yeah, I
you
got
understand that. Yeah, you get it. And I'm so happy that you're talking it out loud. Yeah, I'm so happy that you're sharing about your hardworking family. And I really want to meet your mom and taste her Nimki. When you started explaining, I actually, my mouth was actually watering. So I guess the next time I go to Manipur, I have to go and find your mom and taste her Nimki.
Yeah, exactly. So when I chance to meet J. Monica, so I'll bring Nimki for J. Monica.
That'll be awesome. And when we have a gathering for Finding the Voices, we can share it with all the participants and viewers. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I know that there are a lot of touching moments with your mom and your family, but is there anything specific you want to share, which has kind of touched your heart and, which left you inspired to becoming, what you want and your goals and things like that?
At first, actually, the medicines which I am studying right now, so it is the desire of my grandfather, which my mother was born. So, my mother liked to take apart what my grandfather. She always tell me that you should become doctor. So I like to follow my grandfather and my mother paths. So I selected my mom as my local inspirations. Like, she support me whenever when I am emotionally down, and she support me when I'm happy also. And whenever I did bad, she never scold me. Instead of, she support me, and whatever I did, she support me. And I also trust my mom, and she also did to me as I did. Yeah, that is what I like to say for my mom. And she's also damn hard work for me. And yeah, she never saw the I did this stuff for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome that you, even though she's not speaking out, you are seeing it. It's such a lovely, mother-son relation. You're gonna make me cry. All right. So before I start crying, I think we should move on to the second question. Yeah. So go ahead for the second nomination for a person who is contributing for Manipur, who has kind of broad name for Manipur.
Yeah, I selected as a Urmila Chanam. So she is a materials health activities, and she also global campaigns about human rights to dignity and good healthy. And she is also founder of this, Breaking the Silence. And she also did a lot of campaigns in terms of to end the myths, taboos, and stigma on natural circle, and public health expertise with experience in HIV and AIDS. So she also give a lot of interventions with women and sex worker, transgender, and sexual minorities communities. Yeah.
Yeah, the nomination, I have followed her work, and she's doing really great in, bringing attention to a topic which many people wouldn't want to talk about.
Yeah. So
yeah, awesome.
So I selected her because she is a social activist. So instead, there are a lot of social activities who are concerning only about the conflict of Manipur fighting, and were concerning about political system, and she's not among them. So she's only concerning about healthy, and she's concerning about the weak person with none other people's concern. So I select her as like very special in terms of good healthy. And I think that when if a person when a person is happy, we are needed very much like healthy and positive attitudes and our good minded. So these are all bring by healthy body. So I selected her as my Thagatchari Manipuri level because she did a lot of stuff about other can't do.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, and so what I'm hearing from you is, we have many people speaking out for Manipur in terms of, what's happening about the conflict, but she's focusing on, on being healthy and, on a subject which, which I think we have both agreed that many people wouldn't talk about. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I definitely 100% agree with you that if you are healthy, that definitely helps in the mental state and happiness level of a person. So what do you do for health? Do you do any workout?
Yeah, I do. At here at Stavropol, like when we go to hospital is very far. Like we need to go by some vehicles like taxi or masutka. So I prefer to walk. If there is time to go hospital, I prefer walk. So yeah, there is only time we get for physical exercise. Yeah, so I prefer mostly walk in order to have some physical activity. So yeah, that is what I do.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you are like, walking from your place where you're staying. Are you staying in a hostel or you're having your own accommodation outside?
Yeah, I'm not staying in hostel. I'm staying in outside the hostel near in university. So we take there 3 people. So we take one flat for 3 people and we stay together.
Okay, got it. And from that place to your institute, to your medical college, you are walking in the interest of health and being healthy. Awesome. All right. So yeah, we would definitely want to, let me zoom out on Urmila Chanam and say Thagatchari to her for her contribution in, bringing attention and talking about being healthy and doing a lot of projects on the menstrual cycles and letting people know like that you shouldn't be ashamed of it and, all the good stuff. Yeah, so that's great. So Urmila Chanam Thagatchari. So let's move on to the next question. So how about selecting a person at a global level whom you want to nominate and show your gratitude for?
For a person who are inspired me at a global level, I selected as Jamie. So she is her name is Jamie, and she is also a medical student. She's from US. I heard that. I don't know depth about her address, but I know she's from US and she's 4th-year medical student currently. And she is one of idol for all the medical student. She did a lot of great stuff in social media, like who can inspire all the medical student. So like she has a YouTube channel for herself in terms of how to study, and in terms of how to study and how to study for a long time. So she did a lot of work in terms of study, in terms of what should we need to have for a medical student, as a medical student.
So currently she herself is a medical student?
Yeah, 4th-year medical student.
Oh, I see. So see, I mean, it's the first time I'm hearing about her. When you sent me the picture, I thought she's a singer or... All right. So she herself is a medical student and she has her own YouTube channel, and you follow her channel and get inspiration from her sharings in terms of, in terms of how long you can study, how productive you can be, and things like that.
Yeah, and she also did a lot of technique in terms of study, like Pomodoro sessions. So in this Pomodoro sessions, she divided 20 minutes. After between the 20 minutes, there will be a break, like five minutes like that. So during the 20 minutes, she scheduled how much I need to study in this 20 minutes like that. So she scheduled very cleanly, and she followed the schedule very nicely. So I like her, the way she studied and the way she did as a medical student. So yeah, I selected her as a global level.
Okay, got it. So like the way she teaches, particularly, I guess, for studying, the method of and techniques for studying, and it aligns with you because you yourself are a medical student. That's awesome. I'm going to look her up. All right, so I'm going to look her up, and I'm going to find her in social media and send her a message that she has definitely inspired you, and we are thankful to her.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings me to the last question. In the, to encourage expressions, I have added, the question as an open-ended question for you to speak about anything you want to share.
Yeah. For this question, I want to select Monica Ingudams as my overall inspirations. I follow her like since long back when I about to start medical studies. So I saw firstly, at first time I saw her at ISTB that conducted by, I forget his name, but I saw Monica on ISTB talking about how Monica went to US and how you got suffer a lot in terms of studies and in terms of going from engineering to IT. So I used to listen that one, and I saw some like inspiring point. So I keep on following Monica, and I found Finding the Voice at last, and I heard that at that interview, Monica told that I did one project like Finding the Voice like that. So I searched on YouTube, and I searched on social media like Finding the Voice, and at last I got it. And I watched a lot of interview about Dr. Zugindro and our Nameirakpam, and a lot of well-known peoples are there. So yeah, I like to thank Monica for collecting all the well-known persons and to give us to take inspiration from them, and instead of we keep far the conflict stuff like fighting and political system. Like there are a lot of political fighting, conflict, and like murder. So without talking, instead of talking of that one, so Monica selected to talk about Thagatchari project. So I really inspire this idea. So I also like to talk about this very much, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Monica to. I believe that she'll perform well in future. And if there is chance, then I will help Monica very much at high level.
I'm back. I'm sorry, I got disconnected. All right, can you hear me now, Malem?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I apologize. There was some technical difficulty, and I think where we ended was you were talking about me and about how you watch the interview, my interview at ISTV, and that's how you got to know about Finding the Voices. And I think I lost you from there. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I saw Monica at interview of ISTV. So from there, I got that Monica did Finding the Voice, and I think that if Monica did, then there will be some source, like there will be a page or there will be a YouTube channel like that. So I searched on YouTube, I searched on Facebook page, and I got Monica pages. So I keep on following, and I started watching a lot of episodes about well-known persons like Nameirakpam and Dr. Zugindro, and there are a lot of persons that Monica did for gratitude for the people of Manipur. So yeah, instead of talking about the conflict between the political system, like fightings, and like instead of talking about the mother and the people who are dead, so keep talking about like Thagatchari, gratitudes about a person. So I really appreciate Monica for doing this, for giving the beautiful platform to all the Manipur, not only Manipur, to all over the world. So yeah, I really thank to Monica for starting this initiation point.
No, I thank you. I thank you for participating, and I think that's what makes Finding the Voices a very special platform. As you have, brought it out, it is true that, the media and people, there are a lot of coverage about the conflict and about all the sad things happening in Manipur, which should be there. Definitely, we do need the news and knowledge and, people protesting and speaking out. But we also need platform like Finding the Voices, where we get together and share inspirations and motivation so that we can all become a better person and, bring positivity and sharing so that we can become a better person. And I'm so happy that, you align with the thoughts and goals of Finding the Voices, because in the midst of all the conflict, yes, we need something positive, something, to go ahead, because sometimes knowing all the facts and reality, it is there, but it's really sad that you're not able to move on, right? So, so that's really good. So I'm happy that, we all are able to get together in this platform and create something beautiful, something positive. Because motivation and acknowledging and showing gratitude can go a long way. And I believe that this project is going to touch all of us in ways which we didn't even anticipate, and is going to bring us together. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that and finding my interview and then leading you to Finding the Voices. And here you are sharing your thoughts. So thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
All right. So with that note, I would like to end today's show and welcome everybody to join us and be a part of Finding the Voices, because we need voices like Malemnganba's, like yours. So come up, in our show and share gratitude. Let's focus on gratitude for this episode. Let's show our gratitude for people around us, for the people who are tirelessly, working and doing something for Manipur, and also sharing about who we get inspiration from at the global level definitely is a great learning, for all of us. Like today, I learned about Jamie. I didn't even know who she is, but I'm going to look her up and, watch her show. And definitely, I'm sure, we'll have some learning about how we can become a better person and how we can be more productive, because there are always tools and techniques in life. So thank you, everyone, for taking the time to watch our show. And I invite you to be a part of 1001 Thagatchari, because we are on a mission to find 1001 people who is going to talk about gratitude. So thank you.